Today we're going to do a deep dive into, well, passive income.
Passive income
Specifically, how to generate an extra $1,000 a month by 2025.
by 2025.
We've got this fascinating document here that outlines five promising strategies.
Promising.
Yeah, and believe me, there are some real gems in here, even for seasoned passive income explorers like myself.
Absolutely. And what's so cool about this is it's not just side hustles. We're not talking about,
Right.
driving for Uber or delivering food. We're talking about building systems
It is.
that generate income even when you're not actively working.
Okay, so first up, we've got dividend-paying stocks.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I know this one might seem like a familiar friend, but the document really dives deep into this strategy of scaling up through reinvestment. And I think that's where the real power lies.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It's all about harnessing the magic of compounding.
Compound.
Imagine this. You invest a small amount initially, let's say $1,000, and reinvest those dividends consistently over time. Those seemingly insignificant amounts start to snowball after a few years with a solid dividend yield. You could easily see that initial investment double or even triple.
That's wild.
It really is.
Okay, so it's not just about finding those high-yield stocks.
Right.
It's about playing the long game and letting those dividends do the heavy lifting over time.
Absolutely.
But I'm sure some of our listeners out there might be thinking, okay, how do I actually find those high-yield stocks? What should I be looking for?
Well, first off, it's important to diversify your portfolio. That means having a mix of growth stocks, which have the potential to increase in value quickly, and dividend stocks, which offer that steady stream of income when it comes to identifying promising dividend stocks. You'll want to look at factors like the company's payout ratio, which is the percentage of earnings paid out as dividends, and their dividend history to see if they've consistently paid and even increased their dividends over time. There are tons of online resources and screeners that can help you filter for these criteria.
And of course, it's always a good idea to do your own research, right? Understand the companies you're investing in.
Absolutely, knowledge is power, especially in the world of investing.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about something that might appeal to the creatives out there, creating and selling digital products.
I love this one.
Yeah, this idea really stood out to me because it taps into this incredible potential we have to build a business that runs 24/7, even while we sleep.
You're right. The beauty of digital products is that they can be accessed from anywhere in the world at any time. Think about it. Ebooks, printables, templates, online courses, the possibilities are truly endless.
Endless.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about our listeners right now. Some folks might be hesitant, thinking, I don't have any skills that would translate into a digital product, but I bet you'd be surprised by what you already know and what other people would be willing to pay to learn from you.
Absolutely. Everyone has unique skills and knowledge. A graphic designer could create social media templates. A writer could put together an ebook on a niche topic. A musician could offer online music lessons. There are even platforms like Etsy where you can sell printables and craft supplies, or Gumroad and Teachable, which are geared towards selling digital products like courses and ebooks.
Great examples. And once you create that product, it's out there generating income on autopilot. So if there's one skill or piece of knowledge you could turn into a digital product right now, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's a fun thought experiment, right?
It is now. Speaking of the online world and tapping into your passions, let's talk about affiliate marketing. This strategy has exploded in recent years, and for good reason. It's a win-win for creators and consumers alike.
Okay, so for those who might not be familiar with affiliate marketing, can you break down how it actually works?
Sure. Imagine you're passionate about healthy cooking and you have a food blog where you share delicious recipes and helpful tips. You've built a loyal following who trust your recommendations. Now, let's say you partner with a kitchenware company as an affiliate. They give you a unique link to share with your audience, and every time someone makes a purchase through your link, you earn a commission.
So you're leveraging your existing platform and audience to recommend products you already love, and you're getting rewarded for it. But I'm curious what separates successful affiliate marketers from those who struggle to make it work.
That's a great question. It's not just about slapping a link on a page and hoping for the best. It's about building trust with your audience by creating high quality content that genuinely resonates with them. The more authentic you are, the more your audience will connect with you and trust your recommendations.
That makes sense. So it's about building a genuine connection with your audience, sharing your passion, and providing value. Okay, I'm ready to explore a strategy that might be a bit more under the radar for some of our listeners: peer-to-peer lending or P2P lending.
This is a fascinating one because it essentially allows you to become the bank platforms like Lending Club and Prosper Connect, individual lenders with borrowers who are looking for loans. You lend a portion of your money, and in return, you earn interest on those loans, often at rates higher than traditional savings accounts.
So instead of letting your money just sit in a savings account, earning minimal interest, you're actively putting it to work for you.
Exactly. Now, to give you a concrete example, let's say you have $20,000 to invest. You diversify that amount across multiple loans on a P2P platform with an average return of, let's say, 8%. That could potentially generate around $133 in monthly income, bringing you closer to that $1,000 a month goal.
Okay, that's a pretty compelling example, but of course there's always risk involved with any investment, right?
Absolutely. And that's why diversification is key. You wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, right? The same principle applies here. Spreading your investment across multiple loans with varying risk profiles can help mitigate those risks.
And I imagine doing your due diligence on the platforms themselves and carefully researching borrowers is crucial too.
It's all about finding that balance between maximizing returns and managing risk effectively. Many platforms offer tools and resources to help you assess borrower credit worthiness, so definitely take advantage of those.
Okay, folks, if P2P lending is piquing your interest, the best thing you can do is some comparison shopping. Check out different platforms, read reviews, explore their features, and see what feels right for you.
Research is your best friend when it comes to making informed financial decisions.
Now, ready to explore our final passive income idea for this deep dive.
Let's do it.
This one brings us back to the world of content creation, and it has this beautiful synergy with the idea of affiliate marketing we discussed earlier. I'm talking about building a niche blog or YouTube channel.
This is where things get really exciting because you're essentially building a platform around your passion. Let's say you're passionate about sustainable living. You could create a blog or YouTube channel dedicated to sharing eco-friendly tips, product reviews, DIY projects, and all things green.
I love this idea, and what's so cool is that you're not just creating content for the sake of creating content. You're building a community around a shared passion.
Exactly. And as that community grows, so do your opportunities for monetization. You can generate income through ads, affiliate marketing, even by selling your own digital products related to your niche.
It's like building a multifaceted income-generating machine, all fueled by your passion and expertise. Now, I think it's important to acknowledge that building a successful blog or YouTube channel doesn't happen overnight, right?
That's right. This is a long-term game, but the rewards can be significant both financially and personally. You're building something you're passionate about, connecting with an audience, and creating a platform that can generate income from multiple sources.
So for those listening who are intrigued by this idea, what's a good first step they can take?
I'd say the first step is brainstorming. What are you passionate about? What knowledge could you share with the world once you have that niche idea? Do some research. Check out successful blogs or channels in that space and see what they're doing. You can learn a lot from others who have already paved the way.
That's great advice. And remember, you don't have to be an expert right out of the gate. Your passion and willingness to learn will shine through, and your audience will grow with you.
Absolutely. It's all about taking that first step and getting started.
Welcome back to our deep dive into passive income strategies for 2025. In part one, we explored 5 fantastic ideas for generating an extra $1,000 a month, from dividend-paying stocks to niche blogs and beyond.
We covered a lot of ground, but today I'm particularly excited to talk about the mindset shift that's crucial for success in the world of passive income.
You're right. It's not just about understanding the mechanics of these strategies. It's about embracing a whole new way of thinking. But how do we actually make that shift? What does an entrepreneurial mindset really look like in action?
It's about being proactive and taking ownership of your financial future instead of waiting for opportunities to come to you. You're actively seeking them out and creating them. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and innovation.
So it's about shifting from a passive mindset to an active one, even when it comes to generating passive income. That's fascinating. But for someone who's used to the traditional 9-to-5 grind, that can feel like a big leap.
It can be, but it's a leap worth taking. Remember, you're essentially becoming the CEO of your own life. And just like any successful CEO, you need a solid plan.
That makes sense. Our source material really emphasizes the importance of starting small and scaling gradually. But for someone who's completely new to this, where do they even begin?
I think the most important first step is to choose 1 or 2 passive income ideas that genuinely resonate with you. Don't try to do everything at once. Focus your energy on mastering a couple of strategies before expanding your horizons.
So if someone's a natural storyteller with a passion for sustainable living, maybe they start with that niche blog we talked about earlier, or if they're a numbers person who loves researching and analyzing data, perhaps peer-to-peer lending is a better fit.
Exactly. It's all about aligning your strengths and interests with the right strategy. Once you've chosen your focus areas, it's time to break down those big goals into smaller, actionable steps.
That's a great point. It's easy to get overwhelmed when you're thinking about the big picture. Breaking things down into smaller, more manageable chunks can make the whole process feel less daunting. Speaking of scaling, our source material also talks about the power of reinvesting profits to accelerate growth. Can you give us some concrete examples of how that might look in practice?
Absolutely. Let's say you're building a portfolio of dividend-paying stocks. Instead of pocketing those dividends, you reinvest them buying more shares and amplifying your returns over time. This allows you to take advantage of the power of compounding. Or if you're selling digital products, you might use a portion of your profits to create new products, expand your marketing efforts, or even outsource some tasks to free up your time to focus on the bigger picture.
So it's not just about reinvesting money, it's about reinvesting time and resources as well.
Exactly. It's about continuously optimizing your systems and finding ways to leverage your existing assets to accelerate your growth.
Now, I want to touch on something that we briefly mentioned earlier, but I think it deserves a deeper dive: diversification. Why is it so crucial when it comes to building passive income?
You're right. It's absolutely essential. Remember, we're not just aiming for a single stream of passive income. We're building a diversified portfolio of income-generating assets.
So maybe someone combines dividend-paying stocks with affiliate marketing income from their blog, creating a more robust and multifaceted approach to wealth building.
Exactly. This creates a safety net for your financial future. If one income stream experiences a dip for any reason, the others can help cushion the blow.
It's like having multiple pillars supporting your financial well-being, providing stability and resilience now. I think it's important to address something that often holds people back from pursuing passive income: fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of not being good enough. How do we overcome those fears and start taking action?
You're right. Fear is a common obstacle. The first step is to acknowledge those fears, understand where they're coming from, and then challenge their validity. Instead of focusing on the potential for failure, shift your attention to the potential for success.
So it's about reframing our perspective and focusing on the positive possibilities. That makes a lot of sense.
It does. Visualize yourself achieving your goals. How would that change your life? Let that excitement fuel your actions. Another helpful strategy is to surround yourself with a supportive community. Connect with other people who are pursuing similar goals, share your experiences, learn from each other's journeys, and celebrate each other's successes.
There's so much power in community. Having a tribe of like-minded individuals who understand your challenges and celebrate your wins can make all the difference.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to seek out mentors or coaches who have already achieved the level of success you're striving for. Their guidance and insights can be invaluable. It's like having a roadmap to success guiding you through the twists and turns of the entrepreneurial journey.
Those are all fantastic tips. Now, I want to talk about another crucial ingredient for success in the world of passive income: patience. We live in a world of instant gratification, but building sustainable income streams takes time and consistent effort.
You're absolutely right. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's about planting seeds, nurturing them, and patiently waiting for them to grow.
I think a lot of people give up too soon because they expect instant results, they don't see immediate returns, and get discouraged.
That's why it's so important to set realistic expectations and celebrate those small wins along the way. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth acknowledging.
It's about appreciating the journey, not just the destination.
Exactly. And remember, the skills and knowledge you acquire along the way are invaluable, regardless of the outcome. Even if a particular passive income venture doesn't pan out exactly as planned, you'll have gained experience, learned new skills, and expanded your network, all of which will serve you well in the future.
So it's about embracing those challenges and learning from every experience, even the setbacks.
Precisely. It's all part of the entrepreneurial journey. Now, let's talk about the importance of staying adaptable. The world is constantly changing, and the passive income landscape is no exception. What worked 5 years ago might not work today, and what works today might not work 5 years from now.
That's a great point. So how do we stay ahead of the curve and ensure our passive income strategies remain relevant and effective over time?
It's all about staying curious, keeping learning, and being willing to adjust your strategies as needed. Embrace a growth mindset, be open to new ideas, and constantly seek ways to improve.
So it's like navigating a ship through uncharted waters. You need to be aware of your surroundings, adjust your course as needed, and be prepared for unexpected storms.
That's a great analogy, and sometimes those storms can lead you to even more beautiful destinations than you originally planned. The entrepreneurial journey is full of surprises, challenges, and opportunities for growth. If you embrace the adventure with an open mind and a willingness to learn, the possibilities are truly limitless.
I'm feeling so inspired. This conversation has been incredibly insightful. We've explored 5 passive income ideas, discussed the mindset shifts required for success, talked about the importance of starting small scaling, gradually reinvesting profits, diversifying income streams, overcoming fear, embracing patience, staying adaptable, and so much more.
It's been a whirlwind of insights, but I think the most important takeaway is this building passive income is a journey, not a destination. It's about taking that first step, learning along the way, and enjoying the ride.
We'll be back in part 3 to discuss even more strategies and insights. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into passive income strategies for 2025. We've covered so much ground, from exploring specific income ideas to really digging into the mindset shifts that are crucial for success.
It's been an incredible journey so far. We talked about starting small scaling, gradually reinvesting profits, diversifying those income streams. We even tackled overcoming fear, embracing patience, and staying adaptable in this ever-changing landscape.
But there's one key element we haven't touched on yet, and it's something that can really make or break your passive income journey. I'm talking about tracking your progress.
Oh, you're absolutely right. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day tasks of building these income streams and kind of lose sight of the bigger picture. That's why it's so crucial to establish clear goals right from the start. Track your progress towards those goals, and don't be afraid to make adjustments along the way.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? How can we create a system for tracking our progress that's both effective and, not overly complicated?
Well, it starts with setting SMART goals, and by SMART, I mean specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So, for example, instead of saying, I want to make more money from affiliate marketing, you might set a goal to increase your affiliate income by 20% in the next quarter.
Okay, I love that it shifts the focus from a vague desire to a concrete and actionable target. It makes it so much easier to measure your progress and stay motivated along the way.
Exactly. Once you have those SMART goals in place, it's time to choose the right tools for tracking your progress. Spreadsheets, financial apps, or even a simple notebook can work with. Wonders. The key is to find a system that works for you and that you'll actually use consistently.
It's like having a financial dashboard giving you a clear snapshot of your passive income journey at any given moment. You can see what's working, what needs improvement, and where you stand in relation to your goals.
Precisely. And don't forget to regularly review your progress, celebrate those wins no matter how small, and identify areas where you might need to adjust your strategies.
It's all about being proactive and making data-driven decisions. Now, let's talk about another crucial aspect of building passive income, especially when you're juggling multiple streams. Time management. This is something I think we all struggle with to some degree. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but it's how we use that time that truly makes the difference.
You've hit the nail on the head. Effective time management is absolutely essential, especially when you're building a business on top of other commitments. Prioritization, delegation, and automation, these are your secret weapons in the battle against overwhelm.
Okay, I love that. Can you give us some practical tips for implementing those strategies? I'm thinking, for example, if someone's spending hours each week manually sending invoices, maybe it's time to invest in some accounting software that automates that process.
That's a perfect example. Or if you're feeling bogged down by administrative tasks, consider delegating some of those responsibilities to a virtual assistant fitsable. Freelancing platforms are brimming with talented individuals who can help you streamline your operations.
It's a game changer. I think a lot of us, especially when we're first starting out, try to do everything ourselves. But as our businesses grow, it becomes crucial to learn how to delegate effectively.
It's all about working smarter, not harder. Another tip I often share is to identify your peak productivity times. Are you a morning person who gets your best work done before the world wakes up? Or are you a night owl who thrives in the quiet hours after everyone else has gone to bed?
Oh, I'm definitely a morning person. My brain seems to function best in those early hours before the distractions of the day kick in.
Me too. And once you know your peak time schedule, your most important tasks for those periods, you'll be amazed at how much more you can accomplish when you're working with your natural rhythms.
That's a brilliant tip. Now, before we wrap up this epic deep dive, I want to talk about one more concept that can significantly amplify your passive income efforts: the power of leverage.
Ah, yes, leverage. This is all about achieving more with less, about multiplying your output without necessarily increasing your input. It's about using tools, resources, and strategies to work smarter and more efficiently.
So instead of trying to do everything yourself, you're finding ways to extend your reach and impact by tapping into external resources.
Exactly. And there are so many ways to leverage your time, skills, and resources in the world of passive income. Collaboration is a fantastic example. Partnering with other creators, entrepreneurs, or businesses can open up new opportunities, expand your audience, and accelerate your growth.
It's like that old saying, two heads are better than one. By pooling your resources and expertise, you can achieve so much more than you could alone.
Absolutely. And let's not forget the power of technology. We live in an age of incredible technological advancements, and there are countless tools and platforms designed to make building passive income easier and more efficient. Think about social media scheduling tools, email marketing platforms, online course creation software. The possibilities are truly endless.
It's like having a whole team of virtual assistants at your fingertips. But speaking of technology, let's not forget about the power of automation. This can be a game changer when it comes to freeing up your time and mental energy.
You're right. By automating repetitive tasks, you can focus on the strategic aspects of your business, the creative thinking, the problem solving, the big picture visioning. It's all about working smarter, not harder.
And I know a question that's probably on a lot of listeners' minds is, how long does it actually take to build sustainable passive income?
That's the million-dollar question, and unfortunately, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The timeline varies depending on the chosen strategy, the amount of effort invested, the level of consistency, and a myriad of other factors. It's a bit like asking, how long does it take to grow a tree?
Right, the type of tree, the soil conditions, the amount of sunlight and water it receives, all these factors influence the growth rate.
Exactly the same goes for building passive income. But here's the encouraging part. Even small, consistent actions can lead to significant results over time. The key is to stay focused, stay motivated, and never give up on your dreams.
I love that message of perseverance. It's not about instant gratification. It's about embracing the journey and celebrating every milestone along the way.
Exactly. And remember, building passive income is not a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be ups and downs, challenges and triumphs, but if you stay the course, stay committed to your goals, and never stop learning and growing, you'll eventually reach your destination.
We've covered so much ground in this deep dive. We've explored 5 passive income ideas in detail, discussed essential mindset shifts, delved into practical strategies for starting and scaling, and addressed common challenges along the way. It's been incredibly inspiring and empowering.
It has indeed. And the most important takeaway is this: the world of passive income is vast and full of possibilities. Don't be afraid to explore, experiment, and find what works best for you. There's no limit to what you can achieve when you combine passion, persistence, and a willingness to learn and grow.
Well, this brings our deep dive to a close. But the real journey is just beginning. What passive income idea will you explore further? What action will you take this week to move closer to your financial goals? The possibilities are endless, and we're so excited to see what you create.
Until next time, happy investing.